Round 5 action from the BCA 2020 Cup on the Nation News Network, and our coverage comes from the Samuel Jackman Prescod Institute of Technology for another top-of-the-table clash between two unbeaten teams. Wildey are coming off 2 comfortable wins the previous weekend against ESA Field Pickwick and Signia Globe Financial Barbados Youth A. But they will have to step up their game against a star-studded Empire side that includes international players such as Roston Chase and Jamel Warrakan, and will take some beating. This is the pitch for the match. It looks like a belter, bone hard and dry. Match referee Winston Dorrich accompanied the 2 captains, Craig St. Hill of Wildey and Justin Graves of Empire, to the middle, and it was Wildey that won the toss and had no hesitation about batting first.
Thank you, sir.
Umpires Ryan Willoughby on the left and Irvin Carrington on the right, making their way out for the start of play. We pick it up in the first over. It's Shaquille Cumberbatch to St. Hill, and the Wildey captain gets the first boundary of the match. This lovely drive down the ground. Third over, Cumberbatch to Demetrius Richards, and he's gone. An early wicket for Empire. Richards going caught by wicketkeeper Adriel Roach for 1. Wildey 12 for 1. Same over. Shane Paris comes to the crease, and he gets off the mark with this crunching pull of Cumberbatch for 4. Next ball, Cumberbatch to Paris again. He gives himself room and swings it away for maximum. Paris has been in decent form so far this season, and he's showing it again. Next over, Roston Chase bowling to St. Hill. An ill-advised drive, and Kevin Wickham takes the catch. The Wildey captain goes for 16, and the home team are 37 for 2 in the final over of the power play. This is Jaden Edmond bowling to Paris. Cracking shot from the Wildey batsman. He's on fire. Edmond to Paris again. And it seems the Empire pacer likes to see Paris playing that stroke. Another fine boundary for the Wildey batsman. Left arm spinner Kamari Boyce bowling to Shinaldo Taylor. An appeal for LBW. And he's out. Taylor goes for 5. Wildey 69 for 3 in the 12th over. Next over, Chase bowling to Jerome Jones. An appeal for LBW, and umpire Willoughby takes his time before signalling he's out. Jones gone for 3. Wildey 74 for 4 in the 13th over. Next over, Boyce bowling to Paris. He looks for the big cut shot, and he's bowled for 44. And Wildey stumbled further. They are 80 for 5 after 14 overs. But in this game, there's always a fight back. And this is Akeem Jordan taking Chase to the cleaners for the first of his 3 sixes. He found a good partner in Antonio Allen, and the left-hander from Trinidad showed his mettle with shots such as this of Cumberbatch for 6. But Jordan continued to lead the charge for Wildey, and even his Barbados Pride teammate Jamel Warrakan felt the weight of his bat with this 6 over mid-wicket. Another Barbados Pride bowler, Justin Graves, the Empire captain, and another 6 for Jordan. He's taking no prisoners. It was fun while it lasted, but Warrakan got his revenge in the final over with Jordan trying to beef up the total, and Wickham takes another catch at long off this time, and Jordan departs for the top score of 46 as Wildey posted 143 for 6. First ball of the Empire reply now, Jordan to Graves, and it's easy pickings off the legs of the Empire captain to get his side rolling with a boundary. Next over, Steve Pinder to Graves. Good shot to get the first 6 of the Empire innings. 2 balls later, Pinder to Graves, and it's an even better stroke of intent and authority, inside out over extra cover for another 6. This is now Pius Emilian bowling to Graves. What a shot! Dispatched over the leg side. The Empire captain is on a mission. A lot appears to be on the mind of Wildey coach Clayton St. Hill as Graves and fellow opener Kevin Stout march Empire to their target. Aline bowling to Stout now. Down the pitch, and he carts it away for his first 6. The Empire batsmen enjoying the pitch and the bowling. Aline bowled to Stout again. A gift. And Stoke gleefully accepts to hit another 6. Next ball. Aline bowled to Stout again. Another gift and another 6 for Stout. At this stage, victory now within reach for Empire. Aline bowls to Stout. Another wayward delivery from the leg spinner, and Stoke puts it away to formalise victory by 10 wickets for Empire. Let's hear from Graves now.
A very good victory for today. This was the top of the table clash, but a bit one-sided.
I think Wildey's a very good side. I just think that we executed very well today. To restrict them to 140 runs in 20 overs on a very good batting surface, I think we did really well with the ball, and just it was about Kevin Stout and I getting off really well in the ball play and then continuing.
What has been responsible for the success you all have had so far this season? You're now 5 games unbeaten.
I just put it down to the experience in the team. Reading games down. We have Ross and Chase International, Joe Mel, Warwick, Kevin Stout. So we have a lot of experience in our team, and you're mixing it with the youth, and we're getting the best out of the team at the moment.
You talk about the pitch. Were you surprised by the decision of the team to win the toss and bat first today?
No, I wasn't surprised. Whoever comes to Polytechnic, once you win the toss, you bat first, because it's usually a very good batting pitch. You get runs on the board and apply as much pressure when they have to bat second.
And you had a very good knock today. How do you think? How about your assessment of your own form this season so far?
Just taking it one game at a time, one ball at a time, trying not to think too far ahead. It's just about, for me, being at the top of the innings, executing the power play as much as possible, and try to bat the 20 overs for the team. We have experienced guys right away down. You have the young Kevin Wickham, Ross and Chase, Kofi Hurdle. So we have a lot of batting, so it's just pretty much for me to bat through the innings.
Last couple of seasons, you guys struggled in this tournament. Is this a season that Empire goes all the way?
For me, we just take it one game at a time, man. When we get through the knockout stages, Barbados duty, West Indies duty, it hampers us a lot, the team. So I think now to get off to 5-0, take it one game at a time, and just try to execute as much as possible.
Okay, thanks very much, Justin.
Thank you.
The Barbados pride duo of Justin Graves and Kevin Stout stabbed their authority with classy unbeaten half-centuries that piloted Empire to a commanding 10-wicket win over Wildey. Graves hit the top score of 74 not out from 36 balls, and Stout supported with 66 not out also from 36 balls, and Empire successfully chased 144 for victory without losing a wicket. Empire can now boast of being one of only 2 unbeaten sides in Group A. Looking at other results from Group A, joint leaders Sagicor Life UEA followed up a blistering 77 from opener Zachary McCaskey with disciplined bowling, and they collected their 5th win on the trot when they beat Signia Globe Financial Barbados Youth A by 89 runs at 3W's Oval. St. Catherine administered an 8-wicket caning on winless Nichols Bacon Combermere at Bayfield and got their 3rd win. An 88-run opening stand between the Hope brothers, Shea and Kyle, propelled ESA Field Pickwick to a 4-wicket win, condemning defending champions Gladiola to their 4th defeat in 5 matches in an all-set Phillip duel at Rice's. And IDL Walker Sand Quarry Isolation Cavaliers grabbed their 1st win when they beat Police by 53 runs at Weymouth A. In Zone B, an unbeaten 111 from Ravindra Prescod castled out 132 not out from Roshan Primus to propel IGS Insurance Brokers Yorkshire to a 4-wicket win over Wanderers off the last ball in a high-scoring match at Friendship. Rashawn Worrell and Nico Boucher shared an opening stand of 141 and paved the way for a 76-run win for Carlton over Foundation at Desmond Haynes Oval. Sagicor Life UEB defied a destructive spell of 5 for 16 from pacer Xavier Roach and prevailed over Lawrence by 25 runs at Lowlands in St. Lucie. Spartan prevailed over Bayview Hospital YMPC by 38 runs in a low-scoring contest between 2 city teams at Queen's Park. And Zion Brathwaite led from the front with a runner ball 48 not out to earn Signia Globe Financial Barbados Youth B their 1st win when they beat Maple by 7 wickets at Crumpton Street. Here are how things stand in the tournament right now. In Group A, Empire and UEA remain the only 2 unbeaten teams, with Wildey, Pickwick and St. Catherine looking to stay in step for a place in the quarterfinals. In Group B, Carlton are the only unbeaten side, but UEB, Wanderers, Yorkshire and Spartan are all still strongly in contention for a place in the quarterfinals. Taking a look at the matches this coming weekend, let's start in Group A on Saturday. An important match at Bayfield where St. Catherine will host struggling defending champions Gladiola and hoping for a third successive win to keep themselves in the frame for a top 4 finish. And on Sunday, those matches at Bayfield and Bank Hall could hold the key to the outcome of the group, especially if St. Catherine or Gladiola can overcome the top 2 UEA and Empire. To the fixtures in Group B this coming Saturday, an important match at Lowlands in St. Lucie, where one of the surprise packages, Lords, will host a star-studded Wanderers side looking to avoid their third successive defeat. And on Sunday, there will be a fascinating battle at Queen's Park, where traditionally strong Spartan will be looking to pull out all the stops and topple group leaders Carlton. We'll leave you with a reminder to buy your copy of the Sunday Sun and the Monday Nation for reports and scores from all of the matches this weekend in the BCA T20 Cup, and continue to follow the progress of the tournament on our website nationnews.com and all Nation News social media channels. I'm Adriel Richard.